Have you been wondering what's really going on in the Brantford housing market right now in 2024? Stick with me because today we're uncovering some of the surprising truths that could make a big impact on your next move. Hi, I'm Thibodeau, a professional real estate broker with over 15 years experience right here in my hometown of Brantford, Ontario. If you find any value in this video, it would mean a lot to me if you take a second and hit that like button. I post new content every week, so don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date with my latest videos. And if you're planning a move, I'd love to help with any questions you have or to assist you with your next sale or purchase. You can find all my direct contact information in the video description below. So let's dive right in. Whether you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or maybe you're just curious, understanding what's going on in the current market is key. Having the right information can make all the difference when it comes to your next real estate move. So let's talk about what's actually happening in Brantford. The market is facing some real challenges. Prices still feel pretty high and borrowing money isn't as cheap as it used to be. Interest rates have been climbing even though they've come down a little bit recently. There's more homes on the market now, but fewer buyers are ready to jump back in. And when I say inventory levels are rising, I mean that there's more homes for sale than there have been in the previous 10 years. But even with more choice, buyers seem to be holding back. Here's where it gets interesting. Not all parts of the market are behaving the same way. Affordable entry-level homes, well, they're still hot and selling fast, but higher priced homes are taking longer to move on the market. And the $1 million plus homes, they're practically frozen. Condos, well, they're moving, but at a much slower pace. What's really fascinating is how these different segments are shifting. Homes that used to be affordable for first-time home buyers are becoming harder to reach. Well, luxury homes are kind of just sitting on the market. And this gap is creating a unique situation that both buyers and sellers should be aware of. Now, a lot of this started right after the pandemic. Remember when interest rates were super low, people were wanting more space for a home office, larger backyards? Well, that pushed demand way up, which caused prices to spike. And now we're seeing more investors buying properties, which leaves fewer opportunities for first-time home buyers. And the types of new homes being built are changing too. We're seeing more apartment buildings go up, but fewer condos and single-family homes. This shift impacts the kind of homes available and influences prices across the board. Now, about those interest rates, they've been high, but they're starting to come down. And you'd think that would balance things out, right? But there's a catch. There still aren't enough homes being built to meet the demand. As Brantford keeps growing, this mismatch between supply and demand could lead to a big shift in our market over the next couple of years. So here's your big takeaway. We're at a key turning point where the market is starting to swing back towards the sellers. With interest rates dropping and not enough homes to go around, experts like the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation predict that prices will be on the rise again in 2025 and could reach their peak levels in 2026. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you're thinking about buying, right now might be a good time before prices start to climb again. And if you're thinking about selling, depending on the price range of your home, we're going to have a clear strategy to get the job done. So to sum it all up, the Brantford housing market is facing some real challenges. High prices, rising borrowing costs, and different parts of the market acting in their own unique way. We've seen how the pandemic shook things up and how more investors started jumping into the market, and also how the style of new builds is really reshaping the landscape of our city. But the big picture is the market is shifting back towards the sellers and prices are expected to rise over the next couple of years. Thanks for sticking with me through this breakdown. I'm curious what you think. Have you noticed any of these trends happening in your neighborhood? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on the latest housing market trends in Brantford and our surrounding areas. I'll see you on the next video.